Welcome to your next lesson on trigonometry, where you're going to use the sine rule to calculate missing angles in non-right angled triangles. So you've seen this previously. Mrs. Davis has shown you proof of this formula here, and you've seen it at GCSE. It's where you have a side of a triangle divided by the sine of the angle opposite it, as you can see there. If you do that, and all the three pairs of sides and angles throughout the triangle, so B and B there, side C and sine of angle C, all of those answers and results will be the same as each other. Okay, it's a property of a triangle, and you should be happy with using that formula at the moment. What I'm going to do is flip that around, so we do the sine of an angle divided by the sides. So it just looks a bit different. So I'm going to have sine of A divided by A is equal to sine of B divided by B, which is equal to sine of C divided by C. Come on. Okay, and that's just going to make the algebra and the problems we're going to solve, and the problems that you were going to solve after this video, just a little bit easier and just results in a little bit less messing about for you. Okay, so that one there is what we'd use if we're going to calculate the missing side, and we use this one if we're going to calculate the missing angle. Okay, and I'll explain why when we're doing the question in a few seconds. Alright, so let's get an example up. So this is from the exercise in the core book. So in triangle ABC, side AB is 6 centimeters, BC is 9 centimeters, and angle BAC is 117 degrees. And angle ACB is equal to X, and we want to find X. I'll give you more about what those angle things mean in a second. So let's just draw out a random triangle. There we go. And then label the angles A, B, and C. It doesn't matter what order you put them in. And then we start putting that information from the words onto our diagram. Okay, we find in maths, diagram or a sketch makes things a lot easier. So side AB is equal to 6. BC is equal to 9. Okay, and then with this notation for the angles, angle BAC, all you do is, if you just imagine tracing out BAC on the shape, and just look at where that angle has been formed. So it's been formed on the A bit, so in the middle letter. So we know angle BAC is 117 degrees. Then angle ACB, so we just do the same thing. So ACB, ACB, so it's in that angle there is X on the C. Okay, just put it, make that look pretty. Shrink that down and stick it out of the way. So we're going to put it, actually we're going to put it on the right up here, out of the way. Okay. Now, although I said we were going to use that form there, I don't want to write out sine of A over A equals sine of B over A and have to label lowercase letters on my triangles and stuff. I just want to use the fact that that angle, sine of that angle, divided by the side opposite it, is the same as if I took the sine of the other angle and divided that by the side opposite it. So we can just get straight into the working that way. Okay, so I'm going to start off, because X is what we want to work out, I'm going to start off with sine of X divided by the side opposite it, which is 6, is equal to sine of 117 divided by the side opposite it, which is 9. Alright, let's just shrink that and stick it over here on the left hand side. There we go, lovely. Alright, now this is where, if we write it in that different form, with the angle on the top, it just makes the algebra a little bit easier for us now. Okay, because all I'm going to need to do now, to start solving for X, is to take the 6 in the denominator and cross multiply so it comes across onto the side. If I had it in this form, like, I'd have to take that sine A across and then the sine B across, and I'd have lots of cross multiplying, lots of algebraic manipulation, whereas this way, just one thing to do. Okay? Nice and easy. So, sine of X is going to be equal to then 6 times sine 117 all over 9. Okay? I'm not going to bother working out that. I'm just going to leave that there and let my calculator do all the work in a few seconds, not a few minutes. About a minute, maybe. Okay, so now to get x, I need to do the inverse operation of sine, which you should remember from GCSE. Okay, so that's that sine to the -1 button on your calculator. So it's the inverse function of sine, or what we call in maths arc sine. More of that in C3. So x is equal to sine -1 of 6 sine 117 all over 9. And again, not going to bother working that out. Well, actually, no, I am going to work that out. What am I on about? We're now going to plug all that into our calculator and let our calculator work that out for us. So our calculator is going to do the majority of the work. So let me get my calculator. Look at that. Brilliant. Okay. So, dot. We're going to plug this in to our calculator. So shift, sine, bracket should open, press the front fraction button, 6 sine 117. Now bracket should have opened up there for you, so you put 117 in the bracket, so make sure you close the bracket, come down onto the denominator bit, type 9, then come out the entire thing and end with a bracket to close it all off. So now on your display, that should be on your display up here. Okay, and it should look exactly the same. Alright? So just to recap, I think, am I going to recap? I can't remember, because I'm talking over this after I've done all the writing, so who knows? I think, I'm just going straight on. There we go. So if you do that, you should get x is equal to 36.44168. A few dots there, because I run out of room. Okay, but we just want to make sure that rounds down to the answer to 3 significant figures. So 36.4 degrees. And there you go, that's it. Alright. Nice one. So why don't you rewind back to the beginning, listen to my lovely Welsh tones describing how to calculate a missing angle using the sine rule, and then finish off the exercise. Charles.